The LIV Golf Series has no shortage of drama surrounding it, having been locked in a war with the PGA Tour since its conception. But the disruption that it is causing isn't just limited to the PGA, and recently Henrik Stenson has been the subject of controversy since he's been axed by the SGF for his behavior regarding the new series. We'll be covering that and more in today's video. Firstly, Poulter talks about Stenson getting axed. It seems like there's something new to talk about every day on the LIV Golf Series. The new tour has already garnered so much negative attention that it's a wonder it ever got off the ground, but that's likely because of the huge amount of capital that's being funneled in thanks to the Saudi government's backing. Players from around the world have been poached by the new tour thanks to its exorbitant payouts and more relaxed schedules. The PGA Tour has been the most vocal about the disruption that's being caused as a result of the LIV, and has taken an aggressive stance against the players that have chosen to participate in the new tour. However, it isn't just the PGA that's up in arms about the situation. The Swedish Golf Federation, or SGF, has recently made headlines thanks to its hardline stance concerning Henrik Stenson. By all accounts, Stenson is a legend and should be the pride of Swedish golf, but despite his contributions to the sport's development in the country, the SGF decided to end their relationship with the veteran. That's all because he chose to give up his captaincy at the Ryder Cup and play in the LIV Series. IanPoulter, a legend in his own right, commented on the situation, offering his support for the Swede, who is also a teammate in the Majestics GC. It also makes sense that he'd back Stenson since he's also a member of the Saudi-backed series. Next, SGF cutting ties with Stenson. Back in July, Stenson was stripped of his Ryder Cup captaincy because of his decision to join the LIV Golf Series. Organizers of the event released a statement saying that his choices meant he wouldn't be able to fulfill his contractual obligations to Ryder Cup Europe. It's no secret that the officials in charge of the event have also been battling against the growing presence of LIV, just as the PGA organizers are doing. Stenson leaving was therefore a controversial move. But what's even more controversial is the fact that following this drop out of the Ryder Cup, the SGF decided that Stenson was no longer fit to be a part of the organization. The federation said that given his involvement with LIV, he was no longer fit to be a role model for junior golfers in his own country. LIV Golf is considered by many to be unethical, considering it's backed by a Saudi regime that has been accused of violating many human rights laws. So it's not that outlandish to hear that a national organization is concerned about a member's involvement with the tour. However, it is a difficult situation given Stenson's position. He was the first Swedish major winner and he has given a lot to the sport. And as an ambassador for the SGF, the manner in which he was let go is enough to give anyone pause. Coming up, Stenson on the SGF's decision. Stenson has undoubtedly done a lot to develop the sport in his home country. And though the SGF has decided to end his time as an ambassador for them, the veteran maintains that the situation won't change things too much. He recently posted a statement in response to the SGF cutting ties with him, and though he seemed to be disappointed with how things worked out, he remained polite. He thanked the SGF for their past cooperation and wished them the best for the future. However, he did lament the fact that the contributions made to the organization by the Henrik Stenson Foundation were no longer desired. Despite the controversy, Stenson said that his parting from the SGF won't affect the work his organization does to help develop junior golf and paragolf in the country. As part of his post, he also wanted to emphasize how much he's contributed to the sport in Sweden, saying that he's proud of his involvement despite everything that's going on at the moment. However, as courteous as he might be, all of this no doubt weighs heavily on the 46-year-old. In the aftermath of the LIV Golf Invitational Bedminster, when his team finished in second place, he seemed to take a dig at the underlying Ryder Cup issue, saying that he guessed he played like a captain. Moving on, what does Poulter think? Poulter's been around about as long as Stenson has, and he's had quite a successful run in the sport himself. Having played at the PGA for over a decade now, he's certainly earned a name for himself as part of that organization. However, as with many other players, that wasn't enough to keep things cordial once he made his decision to play in the LIV Golf Series as part of the Majestics GC. Having felt the sting of having the organization you've given your life turn their backs on you, Poulter knew something about what was going on with Stenson. When he'd learned of the SGF's decision to part ways with the country's star player, he was clearly overcome with emotion. He quickly took to Twitter to express his views on the situation. The Brit said that he was beyond disappointed to hear the news, hoping that the junior golfers and paragolfers that Stenson has done so much to help get to speak out about what's happened. He listed off some of the players' amazing achievements over the years, as if to say their decision is utterly ridiculous. Poulter hopes that eventually the SGF's decision will backfire, saying that he hopes they come to regret what they've done. Other news. First up, Mickelson on PGA. Phil Mickelson was just one more veteran of the PGA that decided to move towards LIV thanks to a generous monetary offer from the organization. Mickelson is a 6-time major winner and certainly would have quite some time left in the PGA before he'd been on his way out. But instead, he was unceremoniously shunned following his choice to play in the Saudi-backed tour. However, though that initial tension might have made him reconsider his choices, he now firmly believes that he made the right choice. Speaking before the LIV event in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Mickelson said that you have to pick the side that's going to be successful, and it's clear to him that he's on the winning side. He sees LIV as trending upwards, while the PGA remains stubborn and continues to trend downwards. Eamon Lynch is a prominent LIV golf critic and Golf Channel analyst, and he recently took to Golf Today to criticize Sergio Garcia. He specifically said that if you were to draw up a list of the most unprofessional men that have played the sport, Garcia's name would definitely be on it. There's a number of reasons why Lynch feels this way, and it's definitely not just the fact that Garcia is now part of the LIV Golf Series. Garcia has accused accumulated a lot of stains on his reputation over the years. He might be an amazing golf player, but he's done a lot of dubious things. For one, he missed the deadline to commit to the Mallorca Open on the DP World Tour, which means he won't be eligible for selection to the Ryder Cup European team in 2023. He's also recently been fined for withdrawing from the BMW PGA Championship after not providing a valid medical reason for his exit. The fact that he took a spot on the roster and then failed to play means someone else that actually wanted to be there couldn't participate. The last bit seems to be what really got on Lynch's nerves, was because the event was halted as a result of the Queen of England dying. In his words, he thinks that Garcia threw a hissy fit, which is about as unprofessional as you can get. Lastly, Norman lauded as strategic genius. A major issue that's been plaguing the LIV Golf Series is the fact that players participating in the new tour are unable to win official world golf ranking points. That's because LIV isn't recognized by the organization responsible for allotting those points. However, in a recent move that's garnered him praise from pundits, the CEO of LIV, Greg Norman, has come up with a solution to the problem. He recently announced that LIV was partnering with the MENA Tour, guaranteeing that players will participate in it. That tour is actually recognized by the OWGR, so players can actually receive ranking points as a result. Ranking points are used to determine qualification for various competitions. So this is a big step forward for the new tour. That's a wrap for this video. Should the SGF have cut ties with Stenson? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.